10 minutes on the clock right now. And we're going to talk about all the latest breaking news. Okay, let's talk about all these latest breaking news. A lot going on, as always. I got to say, this whole thing with Mariah Carey, like, how did this even happen, Ronald? How did it happen? Like, this has been 30 years of her singing All I Want for Christmas Is You, and this guy's like, all I want for Christmas is $20 million. Like, can you believe this even had a day in court?
Well, I mean, so many ridiculous things have their day in court. I love the fact that the judge basically just threw it out. I don't know why this has taken so long. It's stupid.
Yeah. I think it's stupid. It's also stupid how bad WB's been managing their films too, I think. And the idea that like Joker 2 did so bad and then Mickey 17 did okay, but that was like a big in the back burner. You got Minecraft next. Like, do you think that Zaslav is going to fire the heads of film? And do you think there's anybody that you can see taking over besides him? We've been talking about this for a while, how Zaslav's going to try to like maybe sell off WB. Maybe you think that could be in the works now with this kind of change of the guard?
I could totally see that as a sell-off. Who would be a buyer?
Universal was somebody people were talking about.
Netflix.
Netflix, of course. Universal, that would be interesting. Okay.
Disney, I could see Disney happening, and then Disney would have DC and Marvel, and then they would just be a bigger monopoly, on everyone's, pocketbook.
That could be huge.
But would the FCC allow that?
I mean, Disney gets away with everything, I think, GR, because I don't think anybody's trying to shut Disney
not
down.
when it comes. Then it becomes a monopoly, and they're not going to let that happen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't think there's a chance that could happen, GR, at all? Don't you think that? And also, do you think that they're going to actually fire the heads of them? Because they said they're not doing it for sure. There's lightly talking to new people.
They're going to fire those two places. They ain't done shit in a long time. But as somebody that worked for AT&T and went through that breakup,
it's big.
Monopoly, they're not going to let them have both the DC and our universe,
And Queen's right. The Joker 2 could have been misunderstood a little bit. I think that I didn't think it was a bad movie, really, but I thought it was a weird movie, and I thought a lot of people, like, grand scheme, weren't going to like it. Like Watson, GR is excited about that, right, GR? Do you think that Watson getting a renewal is a great thing? And if people haven't watched it yet, give them your pitch.
It's a well done. It follows the books as closely as it can, but the fact that they miscast the villain, if you will, that was the worst thing about it. The show itself is great. I mean, and as Val said, he's a good-looking young actor that really knows his business and shows it in every episode.
I love that. Yeah, and I think he does a great job. And I think everything I watch works very well as a procedural. It works well for a CBS show. Plus, you have the Sherlock Holmes twist. It just works. And I get why it's doing well. It does well those kind of shows on that network. Valarie, are you surprised about this Lizzo drama still happening? And do you think that it will actually ever affect her career? Because it feels like everything's just kind of moving forward now. Like nothing's going to happen to her. It kind of feels like that.
I think so, because I mean, Lizzo already didn't necessarily have the upper hand as, a woman who looks the way she does. She's always scrutinized for her weight, her appearance, everything. And then on top of that, when you have, these allegations, it just there's a lot stacked against her, for things that she can't help and things that, these allegations. So it's kind of tough. I mean, and it sucks because she does have a lot of really good music that I think is really fun and I really enjoy. So I think it's going to follow her to some degree. Maybe not forever, but for a while at least.
Yeah, especially like you're saying too. It's like they were trying to say, why would she do this? You know what I mean? Why would she put people down this way? Which was a big topic of conversation where she's like, I wouldn't do that. But then you had some people come forward. But, she's clearly still working. She's still pushing forward. I think it might follow her for a while too. But I think it just kind of shows that she's just going to keep going. And, and honestly, if these allegations are true at all, then, she needs to, she needs to do something about that and rectify that with these people. But we'll have to see. We'll see how that all plays out. It seems like it's being put to the back burner a little bit. I'm more surprised about Fran Drescher talking about her multiple friends with benefits. Like, she said she has a rotation of friends with benefits since she was married last.
Okay.
What did this? Are you surprised?
I mean, there's part of me that's like, okay, like, she's taking the Samantha Jones approach. Love it, whatever. And then there's another part of me that's like, oh my God, the nanny, like, play a lot of
She was just that bad when the nanny was on the air.
Yeah.
Just as a character.
Maybe the worst thing ever, like, a guy takes his pants down. She's like, hey. Oh my God, it's horrible.
That's it. Then he failed.
Yeah, like Snow White. Oh my God. You know what? I knew this wasn't going to do well, but that's a big drop, Ronald. I mean, we went from 43 to 14 million. Do you see it turning around, and do you think DVD sales are going to save Snow White?
Turning around, no, and DVD sales, no. This thing, she has killed this thing, Rachel.
Yeah, she really did. She buried it.
I've been watching interviews with her, and she is this affected, arrogant woman that does not know how to talk on a red carpet, does not know how to speak to reporters, and she has no boundaries. And she is such a liability. That's why Disney let her go.
Why would they let her even do any interviews? It's like the Tom Holland effect, too. Like, Marvel had Tom Holland. He's, like, leaking everything. It's like, we're going to calm you down. Like, they should have had this kind of tried and tested and not just put her in front of cameras. She's saying she's a narcissist. She's saying the male character doesn't even need to be there at all.
Right,
you know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing? Like, how are you surprised she got to be, like, saying these things in front of cameras?
Well, what I'm curious of is how much of the press did she do, like, right away? And with Disney then saying, maybe she'll get out of this, that we need to have the press and stuff. But then it just kept going, and then they, outed her.
Yep. Which is what they're going to do, of course. And then even the premiere, they're like, wow, we're just not going to have a big premiere. We're just going to call this good. We're going to get some Cracker Jacks and maybe a little bit of I don't know. They got those some little, I love these things, but the little peanut butter and jelly sticks that you dip in. We'll give you some of that and a can of Cheese Whiz, and that'll be our premiere. And that'll be good enough.
Set up by craft service. Yeah.
And no popcorn. I'm sorry. We're not rolling out the popcorn for you even.
No popcorn? Oh my God.
Not going to do it. Not going to do it at all. I feel bad that so much money and, there's just a clusterfuck.
I think she put a nail in her coffin for her career too, and she's young.
Oh, hell yes, Ron.
I can't imagine Disney being like, yeah, put her back in a movie. You know what I mean? After this. They did cancel a lot of appearances, Countess. Yeah, they canceled. CPK. She's coming to CPK tomorrow. Oh boy, that would be something. That would be really something. Valarie. Okay, Hamilton. At all? Do you think Hamilton can have legs as a movie at all? And do you think that any kind of younger generation wants to see this?
Yes. Oh my God. Every one of my friends in high school was obsessed with it. Like, every road trip, we had to listen to the soundtrack on repeat. So yes, I think this has about 12 legs to stand on. It will do wonderful.
Do you think Lin-Manuel will be involved, of course? Could he play Hamilton again on the big screen, you think, or would it be somebody else?
Lin can't not be involved. I think that would be just detrimental to the project. I don't know. I mean, based on what I know, from my super fan friends, Lin's gotta get Lin on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Get him in there right now. I feel like he would have to play Hamilton after all this time. I just think that's kind of he developed it, he made it, he kind of brought it to life. It just seems like whatever he was doing works for him. The rapping and all that too. He's got it. Let Lin just be Hamilton. Then again, who knows? Studio might be like, well, we got to change some things. I don't think he'd sell the rights away where he wouldn't have a kind of say in it, though, right? I don't think he would.
I agree with that. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for him. It wouldn't make sense for the diehard fans. I don't know. Is anybody here a huge fan? Anyone?
I wouldn't say a huge fan, but I couldn't see it without him. It's his vehicle,
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's very much that.
Oh boy! Oh boy! I know that thing is jarring. I might have to change that noise. That's jarring. Jarring. Great quick takes, everybody. Great quick takes. I just want to say fast though. Get it, Wile E. Coyote. Get back to theaters and show people what you got, and sue the fuck out of Acme and win. That's all I gotta say. Great quick takes, everybody.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.